What's good, everyone, and welcome back for another session. As always, I do appreciate each and every one of you checking out the videos. Now that the Golden Week celebration or campaign news is out on JP, I just want to cover it. I haven't seen it yet. As you can see, I haven't even opened up any of the notifications at this point. I do want to be clear that Global is also celebrating this, but I think the celebration itself is a little bit different. I think Global's lacking the Extreme Z Awakening on some of these units, but the banners are scheduled to drop today at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is what everybody's saying right now. So both versions, from what I hear, the banners will go live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. So depending on where you are in the world, you'll have to kind of adjust the time zone differences. But at the end of the day, I have heard that it's dropping tonight instead of early in the morning or whatever. So. All right, let's go ahead and talk about all the stuff. I will cover the translations for the missions as part of the second half of the video. I want to talk about the general schedule for the Golden Week campaign or celebration, so let's talk about it real quick. Okay, so I guess for every day you do get 2 Dragonstones as part of the login bonus. On top of that, of course, we'll have missions specialized for the celebration and whatnot. Extreme Z battle stages, as well as the Petan battle series number 2 is coming up. So let's just go through this. So it'll be lasting from April 28th up until May 25th. So it's literally a full month celebration of Golden Week, even though the actual Golden Week in Japan is like 1 week. All right, we have missions. I'll make sure to cover that. We also have like the Golden Week limited special missions, I guess, the Grand Quest missions or whatever. So it might be related to, once a day type deal. We'll talk about that here in a second. All right, so we have the Dokkan Fest. I'm sure you guys have heard about it by now and maybe even seen some showcases at this point, but this will be going on for a while too. And then the Dokkan events reflecting the 2 units are also going to be available. So Super Dragonstone 9 is also going to be happening. We'll have to see in terms of like what options there are in terms of like units to select, but maybe they'll have that information here already. I don't necessarily know, but they've got the okay, so this is basically where you can use the Super Dragonstone number 9, and it's a Golden Week campaign Super Select Dokkan Fest banner. So that's pretty much the takeaway with that one. We do have the Elder Kai banners, as well as like the new support memories being added to the story events. Well, you look at that. I guess Giru is the one getting the Extreme Z Awakening through a Extreme Z area. That's interesting. I mean, it makes sense, but certainly interesting. This will be going live on the 28th at 5 p.m. JP time as well. So if you're finished with everything, you'll be able to get all the rewards, I think. But during the campaign, the drop rates do increase based on like certain units you bring in. So it'll definitely help with that. And then we also have the legendary campaign for the LRB pen. So she is getting an EZA. The stats have been out or whatever. I haven't covered it necessarily, but they do have a campaign related to that as well. Returning, story events, related to GT obviously is the takeaway here. A couple of more here and there related to some of the free-to-play unit options, and then a new history, Dragon Ball history stage is going to be added. It's pretty much a GT-themed setup, and then a lot of these Extreme Z battle stages are going to be coming back, available pretty much like every day, I guess. Looks like Dokkan events are all going to be released, every day type deal during the campaign. This is always good because, there might be certain units you're missing in terms of like, the availability of medals, depending on the day, whatever. So technically, I guess it is like number 3, even though, the first 2 were still part of Series 1 and the third one will be Series 2. I kind of did a video earlier showing all the new stickers as part of Series 2. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, make sure to do so. And 38th season of Dokkan Battlefield, and of course, I mean, this just makes sense. I mean, it just had to happen during the celebration. So finally, we got word of the Extreme Z Awakenings for the OG Super Saiyan 4, so that's going to be great. And then a limited Dokkan Fest for the in relation to the EZA units. The category banner here is the artificial life forms, so I guess that'll have some sort of relation to the Extreme Z Battle, category advantages there. These guys will be available every day. That's also good. And then we'll have a chain battle against Baby, along with the GT theme. So that's pretty much the schedule. I think there's a pretty good amount of stuff to get through. So yeah, it's going to be a decent celebration in my opinion. All right, let's check out the Golden Week missions. So I'll give, the translations one by one, but you'll get stones and aged meat and, diamond Hercule statues and whatnot. So let's go ahead and go through it. This will be the daily missions right here. So running through it one by one. Just complete within one turn. You'll get the gravity chamber training location, consume at least 20 ACT. You'll get the Z-Sword training items. Clear a stage 3 times, you'll get the Hercule statue. During Saturdays and Sundays only, clear with only super attacks, you'll be able to get that. This is clear with no damage. Again, this is, okay, so let me clarify. This is only for Saturday and this is only for Sunday. So if you clear it with no damage on a Sunday, you'll be able to get the Supreme Kai medal, or Elder Kai medal, I mean. Alright, and then once you finish all the daily missions, you'll at least get 1 Dragonstone out of that. And then in terms of like the limited missions, these are based on like specific categories you need to include on a team. Usually it's like include at least 2 or 3 units on the team and clear. You'll get the Dozen Kais out of that. Once I put all the missions on the pinned comment, I'll make sure to include and specify the category on that one. Okay, clear stage 3 times, you'll get the Z-Sword trading items. Clear stage 5 times, you'll get some Awakening medals. Clear stage 10 times, you'll get the Platinum Shells. 15 times, you'll get more Awakening medals. And once you clear stage 20 times, you'll get the medals for, which I assume, the Supreme Kai as well as the Elder Kai. And these are quite extensive based on stage count. Clear stage 25 times, you'll get Dozen Kais 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. And that's the cap right there. Basically, clear stage 50 times, or whatever the case is. So you'll be able to complete that. I mean, 50 runs during a celebration, you could honestly go through that daily anyway, so it's not that big of an ask. All right, the next set are based on Extreme Z battle stages, so beat it 3 times, 5 times, and 7 times, you'll get those rewards. Clear a Dokkan event once, 3 times, 5 times, you'll get those 3 rewards here. Consume at least 100 ACT or stamina, you'll get some potential orbs. Clear it 300 times, you'll get 2 Dragonstones, 500 ACT, not 300 times, but consume 300 ACT. I think you guys know what I mean anyway, but consume at least 500, 700, 1000, and 1200. I guess the cap is 1500, so consume at least 1500 ACT or stamina, you'll be able to get all those rewards. And then this is basically complete at least 10 of the above mentioned missions, and you'll get 2 Dragonstones. Complete at least 20 of the missions, you'll get 3. And once you're able to complete everything, you'll get 3 Elder Kais and also 5 Dragonstones out of that. Again, in the pinned comment, I'll make sure to list out each of the individual missions. That way you're able to take a screenshot and save it, whatever the case is that you need to do. Alright, these are now the Golden Week limited missions, so campaign-specific missions, even more so than the limited missions from the ones we just covered. So for this one, you can get at least 3 Dragonstones daily, and then basically a key... what would this translate to? Chosen no Kagi, so key for challenge, key to challenge, or challenge key, I guess is probably the best way to put it. You'll get 3 of those as well, and I'm sure they'll talk about it here in a second. So based on the summary, over 8 days, you'll be able to get 24 Dragonstones. That's not too bad, actually. It's, a little short than half a multi, and the requirements are pretty simple. It's along the lines with the missions earlier. Just clear stage 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and you'll pretty much get all those. And maybe the memory key, I'm actually thinking of something that already exists. It just sounded different at the time, but it looks like it's just the memory keys. Okay, so I think in terms of like the content itself, I pretty much covered what I needed to cover. So I don't want to expand the video just for the sake of expanding the video. So I will close out by saying this: if you have any specific questions, you can ask here on the video, comment section, or you can just, tag me on a tweet over on Twitter. The information's in the video on the bottom left. You can see it. So I try to be as open channel as I can, keep the lines open as much as possible. So, for the most part, I'll respond to stuff I see on Twitter and even the comments here. So just let me know if you're having struggle with certain missions or whatever. Just let me know and I'll try and help where I can. All right, with that being said, we'll go ahead and close out here. Let's have some fun with Golden Week coming up, all right? Peace out, guys.